Greetings and welcome to our webinar session titled Accelerating Digital Transformation in Manufacturing with Cloud, Container, and Consolidation, which are the three C's. This is a follow-on session to our flagship series webinar, which is titled Welcome to the Age of Intelligent Industry, where we discussed refreshing your IPC is going to be very important to make sure that your factory lines remains healthy and it is not weak towards any kind of vulnerable attacks. Furthermore, we also heard about the edge control for industrial software that is going to speed up your adoption for AI, software securities, and to also bring that autonomous magic to your factory lines. Before we get started, we would like to bring an attention about our Intel's notices and disclaimers. Intel does not control or audit your third-party data. You should consult other sources to evaluate accuracy. All products and plans and roadmaps are subject to change without notice. Next, Intel and DFI are committed to respecting human rights and avoiding complicity in human rights abuses. Intel and DFI's products and software are intended only to be used in applications that do not cause or contribute to a violation of an internationally recognized human right. For more information, please click on the Contact Intel Representative button on the webinar or your Intel representative for more dialogues on this matter. So, I am very sure that throughout this entire webinar, you will have many questions that would come to your mind. Nothing to worry because we do have a Q&A box prepared for you so that you can ask your questions in a timely manner and we will have them answered at a later time during this discussion. And to make things even more livelier and exciting, we do have polling questions available for you. And the polling questions will actually ask questions that are very relevant to what you are doing today in your manufacturing environment, on the software, and also what are the new things that we will be embarking on in the next session in this discussion. So, my name is Kana and I am a technical marketing engineer for One API Developer Tools. And with me, I have Fung Chun Seong, who is the Software Enablement and Optimization Engineering Manager. And we want to make this livelier, like I mentioned before. So we have guests from DFI, two guests, which is Waterball Liu and also Jerry Chang from DFI, that will share how the Intel technology and also the software enabling that is happening in the virtualization environment is going to revolutionize your factory environments. So without further ado, I would like to pass the time to Jerry Chang to share about what is DFI doing in industrial PC and also what are the technologies they are working on. With that, let me welcome
Hello.
Jerry. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jerry Zhang, head of DFI Product Center. I've worked in DFI for over 18 years, and I'm in charge of all product management in DFI. Before getting into the topic, please allow me to introduce the company DFI. DFI is an industrial computer manufacturer with a history of more than 40 years, ranking third in annual revenue in Taiwan. We have complete solutions from industrial-grade motherboards, embedded system modules, industrial-grade computer, and industrial-grade touch control computers. Based on the long-term cooperation with Intel, DFI has also established a complete industrial computer product line covering industrial-grade motherboards, system modules, industrial computer, industrial-grade tablet computer, and industrial-grade displays. Today, you will see DFI show a pattern that surpasses that of general industrial computer manufacturers. The so-called 3Cs, cloud, containerization, and consolidation, the three-in-one virtualized infrastructure has completely overturned the traditional look of the industrial Internet of Things. Will be our first today. I believe that you have long understood the importance of container technology for building cloud service, but based on complementarity, traditional virtualization technology still coexist the prospers with containers. Workload consolidations unites multiple computerized operations onto fewer platforms, replacing a separate purpose-built hardware machines with a major general-purpose compute technologies foundation, reducing hardware infrastructure and utilizing more of existing resources helps optimize operations. Such an IT and industrial automation approach can reduce capital costs, increase efficiency, and simplify operations to reduce operation costs. Not limited to servers, the trend based on micro-edge cloud, whether virtualization or containerization is gradually moving from the server to the edge. The technologies not only bring higher availability and more flexible resource allocation, but also achieve lower operation costs through workload consolidation. Let's set further into the full picture of the Fusion 3C. In the past, different jobs and service perform their own functions. If you want to explain the scale of service or production, you need to purchase endless software and hardware with a single function. But in the future, like software-defined networking and network function virtualization, industrial production line and retail will follow the same path.
Thank you, Jerry, for that wonderful illustration on how 3Cs is going to help both the edge and also the server to communicate one another, and how the cloud container consolidation can be orchestrated in all of these different types of computing platform. Now, to the viewers out there, we have come to the first polling question. Are you considering workload consolidation for industrial and smart manufacturing solution? Please respond to this quick polling question, and we will take that discussion at a later time. Thank you very much for your generous response. Now, I would like to invite Waterball to give us a little bit more understanding on how he and DFI have enabled SRIOV as part of the virtualization technology inside of DFI solutions today. I believe there's so many things where we can learn from. Over to you, Waterball.
Okay, thank you. I'm Waterball, the Solution Product Manager of DFI. Now, let me introduce SRIOV, a very important step in the field of graphics virtualization technology. With the evolution over time, virtualization technology has gradually expanded to include memory, I/O device, networking storage, and so on. Not all the hardware components can be easily virtualized, and the graphic technology is the best example. The high complexity of modern 3D rendering pipeline, the lack of unified instruction set standards among GPUs of different manufacturers, and the highly programmable 3D application programming interface make the GPU drivers almost equal to the high-level language compiler, and also increase the technical requirement of GPU virtualization. So the graphics SRIOV allows multiple virtual machines to access high qualities and high performance graphics with the minimal software overhead. This feature adds hardware and firmware support to improve performance and enable virtual machines to support the Intel's graphic architecture. In the past few years, SRIOV has been almost universally limited to the virtualization of the networking adapters. But now, SRIOV for integrated graphics processors have evolved from the proof of concept to the proof of the reference. The 12th generation core processor is the first one in the computer industry. Intel's graphics core inside the 12th generation core processor is codenamed Elder Lake, has native full screen output and become the first SRIOV technology officially integrated inside the graphic engine. The built-in display can significantly improve the performance of the GPU virtualization, which is the perfect match for occasions such as retail and industrial automation. Automation product lines that require large number of screens to display different content.
Wonderful, wonderful waterball. Thank you so much for giving us that wonderful introduction about what SRIOV is and giving us a little bit more an update on how Intel has improved this technology over time. So you guys heard that. I believe having virtualization as part of your what we call your production environment and even your implementation is very, very important. Now, we have come to the second polling question. Are you familiar with Intel virtualization technology and what it provides in terms of hardware assistance for the virtualization software to reduce the size, the cost, and the complexity? Please use the two voting options right now to respond to this survey. Thank you very much for your generous response. We hope that we can have this discussion on where this virtualization technology is going to help you guys in a later form. But now, Waterball, would you like to share with us what are the details of enabling virtualization, which is with SRIOV, with a simple illustration on what DFI has done? And if you have a demo, please show us too.
Okay, thank you, Kana. As old saying, seeing is believing. After talking about so many technical terminologies, it's better to see the actual power of SRIOV with your own eyes. Among them, this POC was able to be successful, and I'm very grateful to the Intel technical support team for their assistance. This is the application architecture we expect to present at Computex and the Embedded World this year. And in the third quarter, Intel, DFI and Intel will release the technical white paper for this demonstration, which will be applicable to both industrial automation and the retail industry. This architecture gives full play to the power of SRIOV, including wireless video and Ethernet video, which can greatly improve display performance through SRIOV. And the overview is also required in AI applications. This virtualized retail industrial automation concept showcase include connecting up to 200 HD-based screens inside 100 meters apart via RJ45 cables and the wireless screen transmission for easy installation at heights in the high place. Intel OpenVINO is packaged in the container of AI applications. The performance comparison of whether to enable graphics SRIOV will be released soon on Intel on today's webinar during Embedded World and Computex Taipei this year in June. And Intel and the DFI will release a series of technical documents to assist our customer to apply this technology effectively. This type of application architecture is more suitable for retail, especially in the field of require a large number of screens, whether it is wireless display or HD-based. This can simplify the deployment, and the oven window is also more capable. Now we will now start the KVM hypervisor and all operating systems. Please wait and see. Okay, all the software has been started. And now let's start the graphics SIOV. Is a historic moment. Here comes the best part. Let's compare the performance of native virtualized with SIOV and the virtualized with SIOV. The difference is so obvious. So since Kana, let's go. Please start the third poll question.
Wow, that was a very compelling demo, Waterball. And guys, having witnessed the ability of Intel's graphic SRIOV technology, do you see this feature can be applied in your solution today? Please share with us where you would like to apply this solution and how you would love to implement it. On the screen, we have 4 options. You can choose the right options, and if you have an option that is not in this list, just indicate it clearly so that we can learn from you. Thank you so much for your generous response on this session. Next, we would like to invite Jerry to also give us what is DFI doing with the Intel 12th generation core processor. So, and why do you need this platform, and why we have, what are the things that DFI has already worked on this platform? So I'll pass the time to Jerry to give us more details on that.
Okay. Thank Waterboard for the wonderful technical explanation and the live demonstration. No matter how much technology I talk about and how many displays I watched, in the end, I have to return to whether there are products that create value for me. For Intel 12th generation core processors, DFI has launched a large number of projects to meet customer needs. From box PC, industrial PC, ATX motherboard, migrated motherboard, mini ITX motherboard, single board computer and system on modules, DFI have a comprehensive solution. In addition to the complete product line, this POC process also fully proves that DFI's products are definitely the most worthy of consideration. DFI signed its service agreement with Intel on November 23 last year. While the first 12th generation core processor motherboard were still in the development stage, and NAM launched a kickoff meeting of November 29th. Intel and DFI first built a preliminary display architecture on the development board and worked closely together to deal with all technical problems encountered. Evaluate the most suitable virtual machine hypervisor and have the highest empirical compatibility, the operation system version of the SRIOV. Gradually install the SRIOV virtual function driver and build the ideal overall picture set step by step. Finally, after DFI completes the self-developed motherboard sample in June this year, it will overcome the difference in hardware functions between them, completely transforming the concept of DFI into an efficient application scenario. In the past 2 months, the cooperation process has also fully proved that Intel is the leader in the processor industry with the best customer support capabilities. And the DFI also have application architecture planning capability beyond pure hardware product. However, here I have to reveal this product. We have decided to turn the highly competitive EC70A-TGU into an ECI-ready product, making it more suitable for industrial and automation application. The details of ECI are left to our Intel friends.
That is amazing. Wow, you guys have an ECI ready product. And speaking of ECI, we have Chun Seong, who's going to cover a lot more on ECI. But thank you so much, Jerry and Waterball, to give all the details about what DFI is doing, not only on the cloud consolidation and container and how it's going to benefit, but at the same time, you guys have also covered which are the hardware that is ready for consumers or even system integrators to use and bring it to market. So now, this is the exciting time. I'm going to pass the time to Chun Seong to cover a lot more on what ECI is and how ECI can help adopters of technology into their manufacturing environment. Over to you, Chun Seong.
Thank you, Ghana, for the introduction. My name is Chun Seong. I'm the Software Enabling Optimization Engineering Manager at Intel. So in the current legacy industrial system, there are often fixed functions, proprietary, and not interoperable with one another. So it creates multiple single point of failure because of the tight couple between the workload and the compute. So at Intel, we envision the transformations to a software-defined industrial system, decoupling the workload and the compute such that each system is portable and interoperable with one another. So to help this transformation, as Ghana shared, Intel has developed a software reference platform called Edge Controls for Industrial. So it's a modular framework that combines the elements of real-time compute, standard-based connectivity, safety, virtualizations, and IT management to deliver a complete control software platform. So the benefits to the end users is obviously about reduced costs, increased flexibility, high levels of availability, and overall the OT predictability that demanded in the industrial world with the IT-like management and also security. So Intel is taking the approach of leveraging well-understood technologies from the IT space. So these technologies are not, brand new technologies. They are technologies that's already been out there in the IT world, but we are combining those with the needs of the industrial space. So in the IT world, there are classic technologies such as virtualizations, like SILV that DFI just shared, containerizations, orchestrations, together with platform management. We want to combine it with what the OT world demands in the industrial standards, standard conformance from a form factors, reference design, and of course, security. So in the each edge controls industrial, we are taking all those technologies together. If you like the same playbook in the IT world, we want to apply it in the OT side of things, apply a number of requirements that are unique to the industrial world. So such as determinism, real-time, high levels of operational availability, and the needs of supports the environmental requirements that are very stressful in terms of areas such as temperature. So clearly, the industrial world also has its own different sets of communications protocol sets as well, and those must be supported and are supported within edge controls for industrial. And lastly, functional safety and security in general is very critical. So Intel is combining the best of the world of IT with the capabilities that are needed to achieve a true industrial grade products. So edge control in industrial is very flexible. It can be applied, and it's already been applied in a wide range of applications and equipments. So initially, our focus is on actually three major groups: machine builders, discrete automations, such as automotive manufacturing, and process automation that's often be identified with things like the oil and gas industry. With all these different applications and also industry, you can take the building blocks of edge control industrial, configure them to meet the needs of your applications. So the future of control is ready today. If you'd like to get more information of edge control for industrial, feel free to download it at Intel Edge Software Hub or log on to intel.com to understand more. I'll pass it back to Ghana for the last spot that we have.
Thank you, Chun Seong. I really like that word flexibility and to be able to do things in a real-time mode because your factory lines are running in real time. So the timing is very, very important. At the same time, having to be able to manage your containers, manage your workload in a flexible manner across the portfolios of silicons that we have, it is a key and it's a must-have. And I believe this is why Intel is leading the game when it comes to manufacturing solutions that is going out there. Thank you so much for really covering it in all detail. Now, we have come to another polling question, and we would like to know if your solutions are using containerization, virtualization, and orchestration. Choose more than one answer that applies. And thank you for your time to respond to this quick survey. Thank you very much for viewing until this very session. We are really grateful that you have stayed with us and you have listened to all the different panelists talking about not only the technology but also what are the software that will deliver that flexibility and orchestration that you will need. Right now, let's move on to the Q&A of section. The first question that we have just received, it says, why workload consolidation matter for IoT, such as that for industrial automation? Would Jerry like to take the first question?
Yeah. Industrial machines for several decades have built-in proprietary digital system that are as physically isolated within the machine as they are logistically. They communicate with each other over digital links, also often proprietary. PLC, HMI, industrial PC, PAC, run fixed function application, calling on other subsystems to move material, interface with operators, connect to servers, protect the employees, and execute a function such as separate and disparate architecture result in high maintenance costs, increase complexity and difficulty in scaling to accommodate growth, consolidating workloads onto fewer platform help address these issues.
Wow, thank you so much for answering that, Jerry. So what are the benefits of graphics SR-IOV? I think, Waterball, you will be the right person to answer this question, right?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Hannah. As I mentioned before, the graphics SIOV allows multiple virtual machines to access the high quality and high performance graphics performance with minimal software overhead. This feature also add hardware and firmware support to improve in performance and enable virtual machines to support Intel graphics architectures inside the Intel's 12th generation core processors.
Thank you, Waterball. So does that mean that I can develop it once and import it on the different hardware platforms that we have? Waterball, just want to go a little bit more further. Does that mean that whoever has developed SR-IOV today, they can also take it to the next hardware platform?
Now, only 12th generation core processor officially supports SIOV inside the Intel product line. And how to correctly choose the best virtual machine hypervisor operating system, and the process of its installation of virtual function drivers also requires some learning period and know-how. So it's not so easy.
Wow. All right, I think I would like to switch topic here a little bit, right? We have asked DFI's team. I would like to now ask a question to Chun Seong. Chun Seong, how easy it is to actually implement ECI, and do we have the right documentation available for our partners today to take it and use it?
Sure. So in ECI, we have a lot of resources available for our customers or our partners to adopt or to make an ECI ready product as what DFI has done. So within ECI, we have a dev cloud that's available for you to test it out before even implementing on the actual hardware. We also have very comprehensive setup tools and documentations, collaterals to really help you to upgrade your hardware to a deterministic hardware.
Wow, wow. So guys, you guys heard it. That is really good. So do sign up with us and learn more about ECI. I believe this is a very good software platform that all of us can benefit from to do that 3Cs that DFI just talked about a while ago. Any other closing remarks that we can look into when it comes to ECI, Chun Seong?
No, not really. I think just feel free to go to Intel 8 Software Hub, download it, try it out, and let us know, what else we can add on, and also what helps you need from Intel side, and how do we uplift your game in terms of virtualization, containerization, the 3Cs that kind of mentioned.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Here we have a question. What is different? What is DFI bringing differently to the market today? So there's a question on, they're asking, how long has DFI been in this market when it comes to industrial PC, and why would anyone choose DFI? Can maybe Jerry or even Waterball give a response to that?
Yeah, in the past 2 months, the collaboration process has also fully provided that Intel is the leader in the processor industry with the best customer service capability. And DFI also has application architecture planning capability beyond pure hardware products. As business activity pursue digital transformation and intelligent applications, DFI will offer an integrated hardware platform design to meet industrial demands and the various applications in collaboration with Keystar Business Solution Group. BSG will provide a platform that integrates software, hardware, and service to help companies undergo and accelerate the transformation and have seized new business opportunity. And as Keystar BSG will provide a comprehensively hardware and software integration in the future, DFI will assume that critical role of supplying the hardware platform besides meeting in internal demands of industrial model at Keystar Banking Group. DFI also provide optimal embedded multiple products for external clients to satisfy the rapid growing demand for various applications.
Thank you, Jerry, for that wonderful explanation. Chun Seong, I have one more question here, and I think it's a very important question. Where can we run ECI today? I mean, we know that it could run on a 12th generation silicon today, but beyond that, is there anywhere else that we have validated this piece of software? If you could respond to that.
Sure. So right now, ECI supports all the way from our 7th gen processors to 12th gen general processors. So it can scale across all the way from the Atom series to our Xeon series. So if you have any of that, feel free to try it out.
Thank you, Chun Seong. We would love to continue on, but we have come to the end of the session. Thank you so much to our dear panelists, Jerry, Waterball, and Chun Seong. Thank you very much to you guys for joining us today. We hope that you have benefited from today's session. The webinar will be recorded and will be available on demand. And there will be more information that will be sent to you over the registered email. For any questions that we were not able to answer, we will be more than happy to come back to you via email. You can also contact us through Inside Sales LM, apag@intel.com. I believe that's all for today. And stay tuned for our future webinar. Stay happy, stay blessed, and take care. And I'll see you all soon.